Hello everyone, this is the Archfiend, and as many of you may know out there, the account Natural Born Gamers, which was primarily owned, if you will, by a YouTube user by the name of Aaron, aka Cloud8745, has been closed. Hasn't been closed by Aaron himself. It's been shut down by YouTube and copyright claims against it. Now, I knew something was up pretty much right away within the past hour because I got a ton of comments on my cloud videos and a ton of private messages and messages left on my YouTube channel and all that good shit. So I was like, what the hell is going on? So I have to make a video here because this is it. It's all over. It's done with. Everything. All the cloud stuff, it's done because this is the official end of everything. He's basically lost, even though he would look at it a different way than you. What happened here is Cloud messed up on his own, and I'll tell you exactly where it happened. About a month or two ago, he changed the protocol on his Natural Born Gamers channel where he would post walkthroughs, but he wouldn't do them with voiceovers on them, his narration through the walkthroughs themselves. He then said you could get those voiceover walkthroughs by paying him money to do so. The second I got wind of this, I knew he was done for. A number of people came to me right away, and as a lot of you know, I'm one of the main protagonists here of Cloud on YouTube, and yeah, he and his fans don't like me too awful much, and that's rightfully so. I've said some pretty mean things about him, but I've always spoke off the top of my head and honestly how I felt for him. But that is neither here nor there now because it is all over. So Cloud has changed the protocol on his channel to a pay-to-play system, in other words. So many people came to me saying, Archfiend, oh my god, did you hear what Cloud is doing? You gotta do something about this, blah, blah, blah. And I knew right away that I was never going to address the issue. I was never going to make a video about it unless everything ended, which is what this video here is tonight. And I knew this was coming. I smelled it a mile away. And obviously Cloud couldn't. Why I smelled this coming is simple. YouTube is a business. YouTube is a business that exists within its own rules and boundaries. When people start violating them and turn YouTube into a free enterprise franchise for themselves, YouTube is not going to tolerate that. I mean, in all honesty, do you think Cloud never got, the copyright infringement claims that were hit with him before? I mean, why do you think YouTube all of a sudden allowed those copyright claims? I mean, Cloud's spouting off now that trolls all of a sudden start attacking his account. He has no more likers or haters than he did, a year ago. It's that YouTube all of a sudden said, you know what? This son of a bitch is franchising on his own. He is working outside of the system, which you were, Cloud. You did not work within the system. You decided to create your own system of your own. You can't do that. Let me give you a scenario here so maybe you can understand it better. Okay? I have a 60-inch plasma in my living room. I'm not trying to be braggadocious with that, but I do. Let's say I talked to the neighbors here and I said, hey, you know what? You guys want to come over? You can watch a movie here. I have a Blu-ray player and we can watch, The Dark Knight. But I'm going to charge you $5 to watch the movie. Okay, that's well and good, do that once. Maybe the neighbors want to pay you. They don't have a TV like that or a Blu-ray player, blah, blah, blah. Do you think if I kept doing this repeatedly, say with every new movie that came out that is a piece of copyrighted material, that the township police would be willing to let me do this over and over and over and over again so that I could make what would end up being thousands of dollars? No. That's called free enterprise, creating your own franchise without the system. It's whatever you want it to be. And it is not something that a company like YouTube is going to put up with. They have a system in place. And yes, it is kind of shitty that people post copyrighted material and get away with it and you got punished. But you know what? Those people that are getting away with it aren't asking for money. They can't let you get away with it, Cloud. Why can't you get that through your head? If people like you got away with what you're doing, then it would just open the floodgates for people to do similar things. It would be basically creating an enterprise within an enterprise. Business does not work like that. So you're goddamn right. Those flaggings that you got, YouTube was more than willing to let them pass. They were more than willing to let your ass get copyright violated. You think you never got those before? I get them. I get them on videos like this where I'm just talking to you. YouTube reports them to me. I don't know, maybe it's something they just tell the partners, but they do. So yeah, Cloud, and your last video is great. You want to talk about what a great victory this is for you? Then fine. You've won. You've won, Cloud. Even though you lost the one thing that you've been doing for 2 years, almost 3 years now, I don't know how long you've been here. It's a couple years. You lost the one thing that you've devoted hours upon hours, sometimes on a daily basis, making hundreds of videos, making an income from people that pay you to make these videos. You've lost all that, but you've won. Take your win, take your ball, and go away. I know, now you're on YouTube and we can't detect you and all that other shit you were saying in your video. Good. We'll see how much fun you have when you can't make videos that use nothing but copyrighted material for you to talk over. And you're talking about how YouTube is going to start cracking down on people like that? No. YouTube is going to start cracking down on people like you because you decided to make a business for yourself. Do you understand that, Cloud? Do you understand why YouTube would be more than willing to allow the copyright flaggings all of a sudden to carry a lot more weight than they used to? Like I said, I get video copyright flaggings all the time. Granted, my videos don't violate copyright infringements, but yours do. You use nothing but copyrighted material. You don't own the games, you don't design the games, you don't own the rights to manufacture the games or anything like that. Well, the first part, you may own the games, so I take that back. That doesn't give you the right to all of a sudden franchise yourself off these games on a company that has their own rules and means established. So go away, Cloud. Go away. You've won. And for all your fans that are already sending me shit like death threats and all this other shit that they're going to repeat from you, like the trolls that live in the basements or anything like that, I just like to say, how many trolls do you know that live in a basement that has skylights in it? How many trolls have a college degree? And no, I'm not going to get braggadocious about that shit, but if anyone wants to compare lives, then step forward. I'll be glad to compare my life with any of your 12-year-old fans. So, Cloud, your epic victory was very epic, and I commend you. You did a fantastic job. You have won. You have won internets. You are a winner. Congratulations. Now get your ass off of YouTube, bitch.